Today we're going to talk about one of the most misunderstood yet important topics in oral health, dental plaque, also known as tartar, and the #1 natural method to prevent it from forming. To deal with tartar effectively, you must first understand what it truly is. Tartar is not just leftover food or the result of weak brushing. From a biological perspective, tartar is formed from something called biofilm. Biofilms are highly organized communities of bacteria that protect themselves by building a house made of calcium. This structure allows bacteria to hide from the immune system and even resist antibiotics. In fact, scientists estimate that 95% of bacteria in nature live inside biofilms. You've probably encountered biofilms before without realizing it. If you've ever picked up a rock from a stream and noticed it felt slippery, that was a biofilm. The same process happens in your mouth every single day. Because saliva is always present, biofilms naturally form on teeth. When they grow out of control, they lead to persistent bad breath, gum inflammation and recession, weakened enamel, cavities, and eventually hardened tartar that must be professionally removed. One of the biggest drivers of biofilm growth is diet, especially sugar. When bacteria and yeast in your mouth consume sugar, they produce lactic acid. This acid lowers the pH of your mouth. When the environment becomes too acidic, the body begins pulling calcium out of your teeth and bones, a process called demineralization. The result is, well, not great for your oral health. Weaker enamel, increased cavities, and more calcium available for bacteria to build even stronger biofilms. All of these, honestly, can make things a lot worse for your teeth. This creates a dangerous, vicious cycle. That's why people who consume a lot of sugar or struggle with blood sugar issues often experience faster tartar buildup. It's something to really keep in mind, you know? So, sugar is essentially fuel for plaque-forming bacteria and a yeast called Candida, which, also participates in biofilm formation. There are several natural substances known to help reduce biofilms, such as xylitol, clove, oregano, thyme, garlic, cinnamon, turmeric, and N-acetylcysteine, or NAC, are all known to help reduce these biofilms. However, today we're focusing on a method that is extremely simple, affordable, and honestly, highly effective. So let's talk about the #1 natural method to prevent tartar. What makes it especially powerful is that sodium bicarbonate is actually naturally produced in your saliva, which makes it, very safe. The second ingredient here is 3% hydrogen peroxide. Hydrogen peroxide kills bacteria, inhibits yeast and candida, and also helps prevent biofilm development. Most importantly, your body already produces hydrogen peroxide in saliva as part of its natural immune defense. Okay, so here's how to use it. You just need a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, a 1/4 teaspoon of 3% hydrogen peroxide, and then you mix that with half a cup of water. After you brush normally with toothpaste, just dip your toothbrush into this solution and gently brush your teeth once more. So, this really helps to disrupt biofilms, smooth the surface of the teeth, and, slow down tartar formation. Many people actually notice smoother teeth, less plaque buildup, and fresher breath. There is also growing interest in vitamin K2, which is often taken with vitamin D3. Vitamin K2 helps direct calcium into bones and away from soft tissues. Some people report smoother teeth and reduced plaque after supplementing with vitamin K2, although, honestly, research is still ongoing. So, here's the conclusion. Preventing tartar really isn't about brushing harder. It's about understanding oral biology, controlling acidity, reducing sugar, and, supporting your body's natural defenses. So this baking soda and hydrogen peroxide method works by addressing the root cause, not just the symptoms. If you're struggling with heavy tartar buildup, persistent bad breath, or even gum inflammation or recession, this could really help. Hey, if you found this helpful, go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who needs better oral health. Oh, and don't forget to turn on notifications so you don't miss future videos on natural health, nutrition, and science-based solutions. Remember, healthy teeth don't start at the dentist, they start with understanding what's really happening in your mouth.